Hi Hawk Nation. Today we're going to read pages 81 through 86 of Locomotion. While we're reading, please make sure that you're identifying figurative language, sensory language, creating get the gist charts. Also, if you have personal connections or questions, make sure you write them down so that we can have discussion in class about what's going on. Easter Sunday. At church, the preacher goes on about Christ rising. Back up. There's palms everywhere and Easter lilies in big pots. Everybody's dressed all nice. Ladies in big hats. Guys in suits. Little girls in pink and yellow and white. Dresses like Easter eggs. Was it a big sacrifice to give your life? If you knew you was going to rise back up? Isn't that like just taking a nap? I listened to the preacher. I listened to the people going, Amen, and yes, Lord. I run my hand across Lily's Bible. Some days, I feel like I don't know nothing about nothing. Can you identify with him not knowing nothing about nothing? How do you think it feels? He essentially is alone. Mom and Dad are gone. Lily has a new mama. Miss Edna's Rodney is coming home. His friends just seem to be skin-deep friends. They don't seem to be really close. From what we've learned, they're not really close. What do you think? Write down your ideas. Remember, that's an inference, making a good guess. Rodney. He comes in the door and sets a big duffel bag down, lifts Miss Edna up like she weighs 2 pounds, and she's laughing and punching his shoulders and crying all at the same time. Then he lifts me up, says, "Look at little brother Lonnie, all growed up. You almost a man now, aren't you?" Little brother Lonnie. My big brother Rodney. Imagine that. There's roast beef and ribs and potato salad. There's rice and peas and cornbread and greens. There's sweet potatoes and macaroni and cheese and even some fried okra. There's 3 kinds of pie and 2 kinds of cake. And we eat, and we eat, and we eat till the thought of eating another bite makes us feel like crying. All the while, Rodney's telling us how he come home, gonna get himself a job here, says ain't nothing for me upstate anymore. He has Miss Edna's dark skin and straight teeth. They even laugh the same. He's tall and his shoulders are wide like somebody who could get a pro football contract if they wanted to. I lift my own skinny shoulders, wishing they'd spread out like Rodney's do. "Little brother," he called me. The kitchen is warm. Miss Edna can't stop grinning. Rodney's voice sounds like it should always be in this house. "Little brother," he called me. "Little brother Lonnie." How do you think he's feeling right now? He's being called little brother. Someone is calling him little brother. All these similes I see in this poem, make sure you identify them. They're very clear and evident. Make sure you write down how you think Lonnie's feeling right now. There's food abundantly overflowing. Miss Edna can't stop grinning. Rodney is calling him little brother. How much happiness do you think that he's feeling right now? Do you think that he's happy? Do you think he's sad? Do you think he's overflowing with wonder and acceptance that somebody wants him? Somebody really likes him. Think about it. Epitaph poem. For Mama. Liliana C. Motion, born in October, died in December, but that's not all that I remember. Short, sweet, to the point. Why do you think he wrote that? What is significant about that? Firefly. It's almost May, and yesterday I saw a firefly. You don't see them a lot in the city. Sometimes in the park, in the near dark, one comes out. You'll hear a little kid shout, "Lightning bug! Firefly!" It's almost May, and yesterday I caught a firefly in my hand. First firefly I seen in a long, long time. "Make a wish," Miss Edna said. "Make a good one. Firefly wishes always come true." What do you think he wished for? Why are fireflies significant? He tells us why in the poem, but can you identify why they are significant? Have you ever seen a firefly? Are they mystical, magical creatures? Do you wonder what happens and where they go and how they do what they do? Think about it. What could he possibly be wishing for? The fire. The newspaper said it was electrical. Bad wiring in the basement, or maybe the first floor. We lived on the third. 5 rooms counting the kitchen, and the kitchen was big. The newspaper said 2 people died, and right on the next line was their names. The newspaper said survived by Lily and Lonnie Motion, ages 4 and 7. A bus was leaving real early for the Bronx Zoo, and Mama and Daddy had a date by themselves. Pastor Marshall's daughter was taking a bunch of kids, so we all slept over at her house. And Mama and Daddy had a date. That made me and Lily laugh. "Married people don't go on dates," I said. And Mama and Daddy shooed us on out of the house, into Pastor Marshall's daughter Sarah's car. "You two be good," Mama said, and Lily blew her a kiss. You think it's still flying through the air somewhere? That's pretty big, guys. Why do you think that was a big deal? Mama and Daddies don't go on dates. Why do you think he wonders about that kiss? Write your thoughts about this point. I think it's a pretty big deal. They lived on the 3rd floor. The problem was in the basement or the 1st floor. Remember, he carries a burden with him. He has that incident every December 9th. He gets sick. Write notes to yourself about why.